Good day, everybody. We are day one. Day one of flower. So this is the first morning that we have changed the light cycle from 16 hours on, 8 hours off to 12 hours on, 12 hours off. And this should take us into flower in the next, 10 to 14 days. We should start seeing some pistils and hopefully no nuts. We do have 4 plants over here that are regular seeds, not feminized. These 4 here, I believe, are regular seeds, and we're just going to have to keep an eye on them once we start seeing some signs of flower, and we'll keep an eye on the nuts. If we this one here, this one, that one, and that one could be a male. We're going to hope for the best and hope we get all 4, but the chances are that one of these is going to be a male, and possibly 2, hopefully not 3, hopefully not 4, but you never know unless you test them. We could have tested them. I just decided to let them go. I don't really care. We'll, it'll be good content actually when we start to see the flower. We can tell the difference between male and female. We'll start seeing this in these nodes down here as they start to grow. We'll start seeing little white pistils come out, or we'll start seeing little round ball sacks come out. And that's how it works. Check out, I've been seeing a lot of baby shrimp. There's one right there. See that baby? There's another one. I mean, they are tiny little things when they're young. You can see these little snails over there, little black. Those are all little snails. Just keeping the creek clean. Usually when I run my hand through, that's when all the little all the little shrimp and everything will start coming out everywhere. And you can see that we have changed the lights, the Grandmasters. We've got the warm white mixed in with the cool white. So we'll run the warm white and the cool white. So this is where the channels come into play. So this is the cool white, 100%. This is the warm white, and this is the red, and then this is the far red. So we won't add these 2 channels until after the stretch. So once the stretch is done, we'll start adding in the reds. And the way we know the stretch is done is we can really watch. You can really see the plants. You'll see them stretch. They'll go into flower. Once we start seeing those bud sites, they'll stretch on out. And what we mean by stretch is that these things will they'll grow, they'll double in size. And once the size is about doubled up, we'll start adding in the reds. But we really got some good green growth going. We got rid of all the pest pressure that we had. Not seeing hardly any more pest pressure from the thrips. So that's a good thing. We've got, look at these guys down here. Y'all think you're getting fed, huh? Y'all hang around this log like I'm dropping worms in here every day for you or something. You come running. What, are you hungry? Poor things. You're just starving to death. You eat like pigs. Should have called you Miss Piggy and Mr. Piggy or something. Let's see what we got underneath here. Yeah, there's a worm right there. Get him out of here. That's where I get my worms from. Let's see if, yeah, you're still there. I see you. I'm going to break this guy in half. Let's see if we can get one to each and pick him up. Let's see, come on here, come on, there we go. Y'all see that? Oh yeah, look at, you see it? There it is, yeah, get it. Yum. There you go, you got it. Don't let Cooter take, Cooter snag that thing from you. Alright, I'll get you some nuggets, that way everybody can eat. Just a few. I only put a few. Oops, dropped one, two. I only put a few nuggets in there, just that'll give them Pooter and everybody. They'll all realize that it's there. Look, see? All the regulators are out there, the little mollies, those little yellow and black fish. Those are my molly fish. And those are great for algae, eating algae and running in packs. They multiply super fast, so we'll have a bunch of mollies in there, just like we got the shrimp in the creek. And the alpha skunks over here are looking pretty good. Got rid of all that pest pressure, all those thrip damage that was over here in the center. Looks like we've taken care of that pretty well. The elephant ear here is starting to grow up into that. We'll just pull that back some. Chop off some of this dog fennel hair. I laid a whole bunch of dog fennel right here yesterday and it is all gone. You want to see something? Check this out. It's living soil. Talk about moving, huh? You do this anywhere in this bed and this is what it looks like. This is nutrient cycling. This is what we want. We want everything, all the critters and everything, we want the diversity of everything. No perlite. Just critters that aerate the soil for us. We don't need perlite. The critters do that for us. There's black soldier fly larva. Anywhere you go, you're just gonna see life. This is my favorite part right here. I love being able to just move a little something, see the life just breaking down all this organic matter. Now I've done that just in a tiny little spot. Now imagine the whole bed. Now imagine the whole backyard, or imagine the whole state, or whole county. It's unimaginable how much life is actually, all around us. I never noticed it before until we started really doing this, and I started listening to the Soil Food Web and listening to smarter people than myself explain things to me that I could understand in the natural farming world, and how natural farming just relates to everything. I mean, it's basically the reason why we're here is because we can get food, gather food. And nutrient-dense food is very important, and we have lost that pretty much all over the world. That's what it seems like to me, anyway. There aren't too many places that don't have nutrient-deficient soils.
And that's what this mode, or the whole movement for natural farming seems to be towards. I'm new to this, so don't take my word for it. I do your own research. That's what I do. I just hang out on YouTube a lot and listen to a lot of smarter people than myself. So much education, so many different people on YouTube posting, and I'm not talking about bro science. I'm talking about real white paper science coming from universities. Mainly, most of the research that a lot of us are watching are for this plant here. I started off with the plant here, and then I morphed myself into like the soil aspect, where if the soil is right, you can grow anything. Nutrient dense is what it's all about. The reason that a lot of people are sick, the reason I was sick, is because I didn't have the biology in my guts to break down plant matter, to break down the food that I was putting in my stomach, and everything was running right through me. And I had on my way to Crohn's disease. That was where the doctor was telling me I was headed if I didn't change my ways. And a lot of doctors want to put you on a pill, of course. I got lucky and had a doctor who was like, look, actually it was a DOT doctor. I was getting my DOT physical. He was like, don't take no pills. Start off with licorice, like red licorice, black licorice, and then start off building your biome, your biodome, so to speak. The inside of your guts, where everything lives, is depleted. And he was right. And I started researching. Cherry shrimp. I started researching, and then more research, and then more research that led to the farming, that led to the soil, that led to the nutrient dense, that led to the microorganisms. The microorganisms are what's in our guts. The same biology that's in the soil is pretty much the same biology in our gut. What we eat is what we are. So it's pretty, once I grasped it in my head and could see it, and the light bulb went off, I was like, holy shit. Everything revolves around the soil. Everything comes from it. The Bible states, from dust to dust. Well, there you go. I mean, I'm not very religious, and I believe in God, but I'm not very religious, so I don't push it. I'm not a preacher. I believe in science. I believe there is a creator. What that creator is, or who it is, or what it is, I don't know. Nobody knows. But it's good to believe in something. I believe that this soil in here is starting to catch hold. And I think in the next 2 to 3 years that this soil, if I maintain it properly, will have the nutrition for whatever I put in here. All these plants that I'm going to put in here, I won't have to keep adding amendments. I'll just have to keep adding food for the biology. And the food for the biology is in the IMO, which is just stuff from outside. Some wheat bran, some duff from around oak trees, pine trees. And what you end up with is really, really good soil, very active, rich soil. No perlite. Just checking it out there. But yeah, that's my little rant for this morning. Like I said, I come in here every day and just mess around, just talking off the top of my head. There's no editing these videos. I don't edit anything. This is as simple as me as walking in here, taking a video for 20-30 minutes, talk out my ass for a little bit, and really I'm just talking to myself, really. That's how I feel anyway. This is what I do even when I don't have the camera in my hand. I'm just walking around here talking to myself, talking to the plants. I probably sound like a nut job in here if you were to hear me. But I'll be in here talking to these things, playing music, touching them, bending them, plugging them. I just like to interact with them. That's just what I do. And then all this is a bonus. Well, we don't have much to do today. Like I said, this is day 1 of flower. Let's go over here and check on. Look at how this one is just blown up. Blown up. Not getting any light, but trying to get to it. Trying to get to it. You can see, look at the difference in light. It's hard to tell, but I only have 3 lights. I didn't want 4. I didn't want that 4th light over the pond. It would just be too much light, especially when we have the heat lamp in there. So actually just having that side light from these 3 are plenty of light for the pond. Probably not as much light for this, but it's plenty for the Monstera. If we wanted to add some light to this over here, we could just hang one from the ceiling or something, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I already have enough, more than what we can handle. So we'll stick to what we got. But I appreciate everybody hanging out, and I'm going to go get some breakfast. I hope everybody has a great, what's today? Wednesday. Oh, we'll be on Let's Be Buds tonight, 10 o'clock. Come hang out, and we'll see you there. Peace.